starting with 14.1 hours and ending with 17.9 hours. What's up, everyone, and welcome to another aim training video. As always, if you want to skip straight to the gameplay, just go to the time that's shown on screen now. This week we were playing some more Apex and had a very good game and gun run that you guys, I think you're going to enjoy. So, starting off, I'm going to talk about what changes I've done, because I've definitely changed a lot of my sensitivity settings. Right before getting into that, though, I just want to say what 3 training we did this week. We have done Rocket Shot Ultimate, which is on screen right now. This one is great for practicing strafing and everything with targets and bullets flying at you. We also did Micro Star Track, Precision, and we've done Smoothbot Aqua Easy. That is by Who is Aqua, which we did another one of those courses last week. So, we're about to see the starting high score that we have to beat in the flicking for Rocket Shot Ultimate. That is 58,931. Awesome. Alright, so while this is playing out, what I've done with my sensitivity is I heard from a viewer, shout out to Heckin' Duck 7973. Really appreciate the comment you left on my last video. They said that for tracking, to make things seem smoother, you should raise your DPI and lower your sensitivity. So I did just that. Took their advice. You can go to my last video to see their comment if you would like. They said that them and several others have noticed that higher DPI and lower sensitivity just seems to make the tracking less jerky and more smooth. So what I did with that is raised my DPI up to 1800, and my sensitivity conversion should have been 1.73, but I noticed that my aim in Apex is the best out of all the games. So I took that sensitivity and converted it to aimlabs and maybe even lowered it some more. I can't remember. It's been a long week. But we got 71,164 for this high score. Nice. So what I did with my sensitivity is I put it at 0.682, and I definitely can still have a lot of control over my aim. I can turn quickly still. My sensitivity is not so low that I have to scroll or I have to move my mouse 300 meters to do a 180. I can still get a 180 almost in one flick of my wrist. So that's really good. I like higher sensitivity so that I can, have that mobility. I don't want to be having to move my arm, 2 football fields in order to do a 180. I just think that's way too low for using a mouse. So, I noticed significant improvement in my aim when I changed my sensitivity to these settings. Immediately. The first thing I did was destroy my high score in 6-shot. I didn't record it because I did not expect to do as good as I did, but everything just felt good. Now, am I saying that I became like just some kind of aim legend? No, not at all. Definitely not. I've still got a lot of improvement to do. These first clips as well, the beginning clips, I do believe I recorded them in my old settings with 800 DPI and 3.9 something sensitivity. So, I don't know if you can tell any difference between the beginning clips and the ending clips with flicking and tracking. It's probably pretty hard to tell. Maybe it just looks like I got better from practice, which of course I did. But I do like this change in sensitivity a whole lot. I highly recommend it. Finding the sensitivity that's kind of right for you. But that doesn't mean change your sensitivity every day until you find something that fits, because you should just, I think, find a sensitivity that you like and you're like, yeah, let me practice with this for a bit. And you should stick with that for a good while. I just kind of got lucky. I had never converted sensitivity between games, so X-Defiant was a different sensitivity, Apex was a different sensitivity, aimlabs had a different sensitivity, so, I needed to kind of combine all of them and get a consistent thing going. Just that way I can be consistent. And I think I've done a good job at that. And so I highly recommend finding a way that you can be consistent. But don't change your sensitivity just at the drop of a hat. You know, you need to get something and kind of stick with it and, you know, play with it and get better with it. And then later on, if you still think, you know, I'm not feeling this anymore, then, you know, go for it and change it. But don't just change it just because you're like, I'm not sure about this. You know, you need to give it some time and work with it. If you continue to change, I think it's going to really slow down your improvement. So even though I did change my sensitivity like 5 weeks into aim training, I don't recommend, I probably won't ever change it again, to be honest. I think it's going to be a very rare occurrence if I ever do. Anyway, talking a little bit about the changes from the sensitivity, my flicking significantly improved. I was much faster and much more accurate. My micros on like VT phase shot were way better, and everything felt easier. I'm going to be doing VT phase shot next week, and I noticed on that one, with my old sensitivity, because it was actually a little bit faster, I think, a little bit higher sensitivity, it was more difficult to hit the micros. It was like the slightest move of my mouse would sling my cursor over when it's supposed to be a very small movement. And you can see the improvement here in my tracking from the beginning to now. After the change in sensitivity, I am staying on target way more often, and we're just gonna do really well with this high score on this one. But everything was overall significantly improved. I went from like Plat 1 to Plat 4 and ranked on aimlabs and everything. So almost or Plat 4 to Plat 1, I can't remember how they go. Almost breaking into Ruby. I'm very close, and I'll probably break into Ruby pretty soon. If you guys want to see me do ranked playlists, let me know. But that's really all I want to talk about sensitivity wise. We're about to get into the game of Apex. I hope you guys enjoyed. I'll probably go back to my normal style, talking a little bit more about things I noticed and things I can do next week. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Hope y'all enjoyed, and we'll see you guys next week for another one. Enjoy the gun run.
Shield. Recharging shields. I need help. Here's through the mundane.
Recharging my shields.
Go here. Shields recharging. Through the mundane.
Recharging my shields.
The enemy's here. Shields recharging. Go here. Back in action, dears. Attention, Air Squad has active Putting down a fence. Shields recharging. Setting a fence. Sending.
Someone called the
Enemy close.
Shields recharging.
Watch out! Enemies here!
You are the Apex Champions.